Mr. Paw and the Magic of H2o. Deep in the heart of the Whispering Woods, Mr. Paw's classroom was always buzzing with excitement. Mr. Paw, a very wise cat with a penchant for polka-dot boaties, stood at the front of the hollowed-out oak tree. Today, the lesson was about the wonders of nature. Naya, a rabbit with very long ears, sat in the front row, leaning forward with her chin in her paws, listening to every word Mr. Paw said. As Mr. Paw talked about the forest rivers, Naya's friend Do nudged her. Do was a smaller rabbit who always carried a magnifying glass. "If water is everywhere," Do whispered, "why can't we just make some ourselves? I'm thirsty right now." Naya nodded eagerly. The two rabbits began to whisper to each other, imagining all the ways they could cook up a fresh batch of water right there in the classroom. Mr. Paw noticed the whispering and tapped his chalk against the board. He wrote 3 large characters, H2o. "To make water, my dear students," Mr. Paw said, looking directly at Do, "you need a very specific recipe. It isn't like making soup. Water is a chemical compound made of 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. That is what H2o means." During the morning break, Naya and Do decided to try anyway. They found an old wooden bucket and a large stirring branch. "Mr. Paw said we need hydrogen and oxygen," Naya said, looking around the room. "The air is full of oxygen, right? So we just need to catch some and then find some hydrogen." They began waving their paws in the air, trying to catch the invisible ingredients. They tried everything. They added crushed berries for energy, some morning dew for a starter, and even a few silver pebbles they thought looked like hydrogen. But no matter how hard they stirred, the bucket only contained a messy purple sludge. It definitely wasn't the clear, refreshing water they were hoping for. Naya looked at the bucket and sighed, her ears drooping. Mr. Paw walked over and peered into the bucket. He didn't look angry. Instead, he gave a warm, whiskers-twitched smile. "Making water is a very powerful process, Naya," he explained gently. "In nature, it takes a lot of energy, sometimes even lightning. You can't just mix things in a bucket to get H2o. Those tiny atoms have to be bonded together by the hands of Mother Nature herself." Mr. Paw pulled 2 small white wooden balls and 1 larger red ball from his pocket. He showed them to Do. "Imagine these white ones are hydrogen," he said. "And this red one is oxygen. To make a single drop of water, trillions of these must snap together like building blocks. 2 little H's for every big O." Do reached out to touch the wooden models, marveling at how something so small could make a whole ocean. "Wait," Naya cried. "If we can't make it in a bucket, how does it get here?" Mr. Paw walked to the window. "The sun heats the sea, turning water into vapor. It rises up, cools down, and the atoms find each other again to form clouds. When they get heavy enough, they fall back down as rain." Naya and Do looked at each other and grabbed hands, pretending to be 2 hydrogen atoms looking for their oxygen friend. Just then, a soft pitter-patter started on the roof of the oak tree. Mr. Paw opened the window and held out a leaf. A single, perfect drop of water landed right in the center. "Look closely," Mr. Paw whispered to Naya. "Inside this one drop are billions of H2o molecules, all working together to keep the forest alive." Naya leaned in, her eyes reflecting the sparkling clear droplet. The glass ended, and Mr. Paw handed Naya and Do 2 shiny metal canteens filled with cold, fresh spring water. "Science is about asking how," Mr. Paw said, "and nature is the answer." Naya and Do took a long, refreshing drink. They hadn't made the water themselves, but they finally understood the magic in every sip. They hopped out into the rain, ready for their next big adventure.